We've already made good progress, but there of course remains much more to do. We are making significant progress now in identifying the 3 attackers and confirming the fact that there were no other suspects at the scene when the attack was carried out. Work is ongoing to understand more about them, about their connections, and about whether they were assisted or supported by anyone else. As I think you're aware, there are searches ongoing in East London and 12 arrests have already been made. There is clearly more to do, and we will work relentlessly to get to the facts. We have established that the van used during the attack was a white Renault van that was recently hired by one of the attackers. As our understanding grows, we now understand that the van at London Bridge started the attack at 21:58 hours yesterday as it went from north to south on the river, with members of the public calling police a few minutes later. The van mounted the pavement and collided with pedestrians before being abandoned, where attackers were armed with knives, continued into the Borough Market area, stabbing numerous people. The attackers were then confronted by the firearms officers, and I can confirm that 8 police firearms officers discharged their weapons. Whilst this will be subject to an investigation by the IPCC, our initial assessment is in the region of 50 rounds, in the region of 50 bullets were fired by those 8 officers. The 3 attackers were shot dead. The situation these officers were confronted with was critical, a matter of life and death. 3 armed men wearing what appeared to be suicide belts. They had already attacked and killed members of the public and had to be stopped immediately. Indeed, I'm not surprised that when faced with what they must have feared were 3 suicide bombers, the firearms officers fired an unprecedented number of rounds to be completely confident that they had neutralised the threat that those men posed. I'm humbled by the bravery of an officer who will rush towards a potential suicide bomber thinking only of protecting others. As the officers confronted the terrorist, a member of the public also suffered a gunshot wound. Although the injuries are not critical in nature, they are in hospital receiving medical attention, and we will of course keep you updated on that. 7 people have been killed in addition to the 3 attackers. Work to inform the next of kin of the victims is ongoing, and this may take suffering from a range of injuries. Some of these are extremely serious, and 21 remain in critical condition. You will have heard today about the British Transport Police officer who sustained injuries in the attack, responding to the incident. I can also confirm that an off-duty Metropolitan Police officer based on Southwark Borough was caught up in the attack. Fortunately, he has not suffered life-threatening injuries. He remains in hospital. The investigation team are taking statements from hundreds of witnesses, and I again appeal to anybody with information or footage on the incident to make contact with the police. The cordons in place around London Bridge and around Borough Market area will remain in place for a little while yet, and we'd encourage the public to avoid the area whilst our investigation continues. This is likely to have some impact on travel arrangements in the first part of tomorrow morning, and we'd ask everyone to check with their travel operators and seek alternate routes where necessary. Now, the public can expect to see additional police, both armed and unarmed, across the capital over forthcoming days, and our security plans and policing plans for forthcoming events are being reviewed. You will also see increased physical measures in order to keep the public safe on London's bridges. Finally, I ask the public to remain calm but vigilant, and if you see anything suspicious, no matter how insignificant you think it might be, please don't hesitate to contact the police, either on 999 or the anti-terrorism hotline 0800 789 321. I'll take a couple of questions.
Do you think all the main perpetrators were shot dead by your officers?
We're increasingly confident that this attack was conducted by 3 individuals. Clearly we need to establish whether there's any associates or anyone else involved in the planning.
Is anything that you've got suggest that the men were known to police or the security services before this incident?
I want to finish the work on confirming the identity of those involved before I give further details in respect of that.
What was the military involvement, if any, in the operation last night?
So we have a routine plans for a terrorist incident to immediately summon specialist support from the military to be available where necessary. This incident was resolved though by police officers as the first responders.
So the military arrived after it had been dealt with, or they didn't arrive?
The military weren't involved in the resolution of this incident. Thank you all very much.